Alrighty, folks. So unfortunately, we can't go live because of the eligibility that we have with the cell phones. So once we get our webcam and everything set up, that's when we'll start to do the live videos, which will help out a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into answering the questions, so that way we can go ahead and do the drawing, which I'm super excited about.
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and do everything in order from the questions that we got. So of course, some of them are aimed at just me, some of them are aimed at just Julia, some of them we can kind of answer on both. So we'll do that. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and do Tina's 5 questions. So the first one she put is, what made y'all want to start YouTubing? So for you, what was the reason you wanted to start YouTubing?
Um, I guess just give people a little insight of our life, especially with all the craziness, with all the new additions to the family, and
I just figured someone needed to see how crazy we live. That was one of the main reasons I did it. Of course, giving back was going to be a good thing. One of the main reasons on why I wanted a YouTube. So that's why I wanted to do that. So right now, how many animals do you have?
a lot.
So we did rehome quite a few. That's our main goal when we do rescue animals. It's always been rehoming. We do remember a lot. So we got Stewie, Otis, Annabelle, Abigail.
all the new.
Well, Annabelle, of course, had the 8 babies, which she's always in the room with us. She does have a huge little home. We do have some fish, which our son named, but he changes the name every so often, so we never really know. But those are his 4 fish. We do have, yes, so we have 2 blue lobsters, a frog, and then a Go Dojo loach.
And then all Otis's babies.
Yes, so we have Otis Jr., Oscar, we have Ollie, Olivia. So I'm thinking about baby wise. So that's guineas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, plus the 6, 18, 24.
Yeah.
So we're down to 24, which used to be a lot worse.
Yes.
We do take care of all of our babies. They mean the world to us. So it does get kind of sad when we do rehome them, which was always the goal, but it's always hard because we do take care of the animals as much as possible.
Especially the babies. They're so cute.
Yes. Alrighty. Congrats on the new job, which was something from Tina. So how do you like your new job?
I love it. It's really not hard, and it gives me the ability to kind of help people out that need a little extra help, whether it is to do a family vacation, to help with the loan for that, or just to get them going in life in general. So it's a rewarding job.
I like that. Alright, Tina's 4th question. How old are y'all? I love this question because Julia is super old.
But I still look young.
Julia is older than me. So right now I just turned 31.
And I'm 32.
Yeah. Cradle robber.
I still get carded though. He doesn't.
Yeah. Well, you don't card awesomeness. You just give me what I need. It's like, take my money and give me what I want. They just don't want to make you feel bad. So it's kind of like, oh, let's card the old lady, make her feel young. Oh, give me my ID.
Whatever, I look younger than you.
Alrighty. So, how long have y'all been together? It's debatable. I mean, if we're going towards like when we first started talking, I mean, it's been pretty much like since day one that we've never really been apart.
Mm-mm.
I mean, when we first started talking, it was at work, and it was, I saw you all day, I went home, and didn't really do anything else, and then started talking to you.
We would text all day.
Yeah, I'd say going on 3 years. Going on 3.
Yeah.
Longest 3 years. Dear God. Alrighty, so that was Tina's 5 questions. So of course we did have Melissa. Really, she just had the one question. It was, what are y'all summer plans? With summer almost being about halfway done.
We do want to take one more family trip before school starts.
And family things are definitely important to us. We try and do as much family things as possible. Of course, our kids aren't in most of our videos. We do work a lot, so when we get home, it's usually at night. We try and spend some time with them, put them to bed. Some of the videos you see, like my awesome front flip into the pool, our kids were with us.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, they wanted to do the front flip, which I kind of got in trouble for.
We're a very competitive family, so board games is definitely...
Oh, board games.
Of course, I win a lot.
No, she does not. She gets mad. She gets super mad. And she takes it out on the poor kids.
No.
It's any chance she gets. It's like, pick off the weak ones, separate them, and then
hey, a game is a game. I'm just saying.
Alrighty. Next we have Aria. I hope I'm saying that right. Miss Aria Isabel. Right now, what are some of y'all's relationship goals?
Well, just growing together, becoming a stronger relationship. We are getting married in October, so...
I think with mine, it was just not to become another statistic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of y'all don't know, but I mean, we wanted our relationship to be as strong as possible, so we did start going to marriage counseling, not because we thought anything was wrong, but it was basically just to build as a couple, as a strong foundational household. We are really church oriented. That's a lot of why we give back. So our pastor is our counselor, and it was basically, a lot of people go into a marriage thinking, like we were talking about, oh, well, if it doesn't work out, we can get divorced, and that's always an option. 50% of marriages end in divorce anyway, and we just didn't want to be that statistic.
Yeah.
Most of y'all don't know, I've been married before. Julia's been married twice before, so this is number 3.
Stop.
But we just wanted to make sure that what we were doing was right. We wanted to do it as best as we could. Get everything that we could in there. So that's my relationship goal, is not to be part of the statistic, to make it through and just to build our family.
Yeah, we definitely recommend marriage counseling. It's taught us a lot.
I'm gonna try and scoot this back. Alright.
So definitely, recommend it. It actually helps address a lot of issues that you may not think you have, and just make your relationship a whole lot stronger.
I love that one. Yeah, and like I said, counseling is not always, you think you have problems or you're going through problems. Just to build as a family is real good, and always to have that outside perspective. So with us, I got real lucky. Our pastor is amazing. He really looks at it, from an outside view. It's not, I'm friends with them. This is me as an outsider looking in on everything, and that's what I love. Alrighty. Now this third question is a question that I actually loved. It was, what is the best advice y'all have ever gotten? I love this question. For you, what was the best advice you've ever gotten?
Oh, wow, that's a hard one, because, throughout your whole life you get a lot of advice, so... I guess just, if you really want something in life, don't give up and just really work at it. It's not going to be easy, but if you put your mind to it and actually work towards something that you really, really like, it'll make you a better person, as well as helping you achieve what you're wanting in life.
See, with me, and it's something that a lot of people close to me will contest to, there's 2 pieces of advice I've gotten throughout my life that I have carried with me since I was younger. One was a close friend of mine who I actually started wrestling for back in San Antonio. And it was, never take everything too serious. This is a journey. No one gets out alive. But it was anyone can say that they'll die for somebody, but to live for someone, through tough times, when everything is just going rough, that's actually showing someone that you really love them. Because the way he said it, you only die once. So to say you can die for someone is easy. You only have to do it that one time. But to live for them was amazing. And of course, when I was younger, I was actually walking through the streets. I was constantly in trouble. I actually ran into a guy who was homeless, and I had gave him what change I had left. Because, at the end I figured, I'm going to go home. It wasn't going to matter, so I didn't need the money anyway. But just sitting down and talking to him, I just remember, I thought it was weird, but, we kind of just sat there, walked together for a while. I actually walked him all the way to the place that he was staying. And on the way there, he told me, the greatest sacrifices give the biggest rewards. And that stuck with me so much. And I always tell you, I live by that a lot. Just walking with that guy and hearing that for some reason just made so much sense. So I think that was some of the best advice I ever had. The greatest sacrifices give the biggest rewards, and that's why we do a lot of what we do. We don't ask for anything back. We don't. I mean, we talk about how we do it, but of course we don't glorify that. We're big on giving, and it's just something that we really are passionate about. So, greatest sacrifices give the biggest rewards.
Yeah. And then definitely another thing is, don't ever take anyone in your life for granted, because especially this year, we've lost a lot of friends, family, and it's just, you always think that they're going to be there, and that's not the case. You never know when God's going to call on you, and so definitely never take anyone for granted, or anything for granted, because like I said, you never know.
Definitely. So Aria's third question: what do y'all want out of life? What do you want out of life?
I want to be successful, of course. Provide the best I can for my family. Eventually, watch our kids grow old, be able to provide them everything they want and could possibly need. Like I said, just be successful.
And I think that's what I want out of life, is just life. Like I said, it's just a journey. We all don't get out alive anyway. So, just have fun with this. You only get one life. Try and find who you want to spend the rest of your life with, and just go get it. Alrighty, Aria's fourth question: what 3 words best describe y'all? What would you say? Your 3 words.
Lunatic.
Oh, that was always crazy. Honestly, I think mine's just lunatic, blunt, and just spontaneous. Half the time we could have a general idea of what we're gonna do, and then it's just go with the flow. Like, oh, I want to go to the movies tomorrow, and then it's just like, forget the movies, let's go do this, and just get up, take the kids whenever we can. I love that spontaneous way of living. If you don't plan that thing, you never get disappointed.
True. And we're always very different. Very different.
Oh, very, very different. Aria's 5th question: what brings y'all the most joy? I like these questions. These, I think, by far the 5 best questions I've had for a while. What brings y'all the most joy?
Probably our kids, our family.
Family's always gonna be our number one thing, and that's true. I love my mom and dad. I love my sister. I love my niece, nephews, my brothers. I'm real big on family. I think that really does, because I am not soft-hearted. Most people know that. I'm such a jerk. But when it comes to people that I consider my family, because I've always said I don't have friends, I have family. Everyone that's in our social circle has always been considered family, and I will do whatever I can for them. But anytime that I have my family with me, it's just fun all day. So if we're at the bar doing karaoke, which we could have been tonight, but we wanted to be here, do this, make sure we're giving back.
Sure,
But we
sure.
will be at karaoke soon for all y'all who follow us.
Yes.
At Whiskey River.
We haven't done that in a while.
Go check out my mom and my
We
dad at the
miss
bar. Alrighty. So Aria, great questions. I love those 5. Really made us get in there in depth.
I really think.
So next is my brother Nikki. So I think this one is aimed at you. I want to say it's just a small little. What is the secret ingredient to your enchiladas? Which I would like to know too. The green chili ones are kind of,
Well,
but the enchiladas are.
Honestly, when I cook for my family, I really concentrate, and so I guess I just put like a lot of love into it. I really get into my cooking.
Yes. Make sure. I think you're gonna have to check on some of these questions on yours because we didn't get to write them all down. So you have to get onto yours so we can make sure we get all the questions. Second one. What's your favorite scary movie? Ooh, this one's a tough one.
We have so many. We love scary movies.
I think
But
I'm more
Annabelle
into. Yes, I'm more into
was
the ones
good.
that are like
Based on true story.
stories.
Yes.
Now, if we're going just like, growing up, Exorcist is always a great one, even though it's kind of like loosely based on true stories. Of course, anything that had to do with Ed and Lorraine Warren
I love that.
was amazing. So like the Conjurings, but I'm gonna say
Sinister was up really good too.
like based on a true story. I want to say like the original Nightmare on Elm Street. There was something about that. So Exorcist, I kind of based that on loosely based on true events. So I'll go Nightmare on Elm Street, the original ones, 1, 2, maybe Dream Warriors. After that's just. But if we're going like based on true events, definitely like
Conjuring.
the whole Conjuring universe. I love that. I love scary things. Funniest accident. Ooh. I have a lot of accidents, but I'm just accident prone.
I'm clumsy too, so he'll tell you I'm super clumsy.
If we're gonna go my funniest accident, I was showing off in football. I think when I got my first ever stitches. So I was showing off in football. Of course, I have to be the best. For those of you that know me, always got to be number 1. Caught a football, scored the touchdown, turned, and hit a pole straight to the dome. I remember my mom running to me, putting a handkerchief over my face. Where she got that, I have no idea. It could have been just a total stranger's handkerchief. And got my first stitches. I want to say that's my funniest one. Other than that, I mean, it's kind of like your everyday, trip on a ladder type things. But just trying to show off and just, that was mine. What would you say is yours?
I don't know. I'm super clumsy, so.
I think she's just, we'll say every day is a funny accident story. And that's basically, dear Jesus. I'm surprised she isn't in the hospital right now.
Honestly, I'm surprised I've never actually gotten stitches because I'm super clumsy. I'm always doing something.
Oh man, I love this question. It's hard to pick this one. What is your favorite movie quote? I can quote movies all day.
The Boondock Saints.
See, and I can quote it by heart. She has to read it.
There.
I could quote the Boondock Saints movie from start to finish, both of them. The Crow is another one. It's just so hard. I
really do like the from the Boondock Saints. I really do like that when they do the.
For y'all that don't know it, what she's talking about is that in shepherds we shall be, for thee, my Lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hands, that our feet may swiftly carry out thy command. So we flow a river forth unto thee, and teeming with soul shall its ever be, in nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. So it is the prayer from the Boondock Saints. With me, she can tell you, when I love something, I love it. I learn it back and forth. Both Boondock Saint movies, I love them. If we're talking about The Crow, It Can't Rain All the Time, live my life by that one too. Saw, I don't know, for some reason, There Will Be Blood is always a great one. V for Vendetta, of course, remember the 5th of November, love that. It's just really hard. I am a big movie buff. Movies and music are my thing.
And he knows them by heart, so.
It's bad. Alrighty. When was the last time you smoked?
Smack.
Oh, smack Junior in the back of the head with a chunk. God, daily, bruv. Daily.
I mean,
It's gotten to the point to where it's high heels now, so it's a little bit harder. But no, I don't really get smacked anymore. I think I've been doing pretty good. I mean, I have my stupid moments where I say some stuff just to push her buttons, and I might get that "you're lucky you're alive" face, but that's not that bad. So this is what I was talking about. You have to bring it up on your phone so that way we can get the rest of those questions. Because I did write as many as I could, but I think there was some that we didn't write down. But next is my brother Clemente. So we got the first question. What made you be in the wrestling industry? For those of you that don't know, I do still wrestle. We've calmed it down a little bit since, we are starting to build our family again. But wrestling was always a big part of our life. Growing up, me and my brother, for those of you that know, Julio Garza, which was the original Lunatic, who I took the name from once he retired. We grew up on it, so the moment we saw it, it was something that we knew this is what we had to do. We were going to find a way into it, and we were going to get as far as we can. We are not done yet. So some of the videos that you'll see on here is, us traveling to events, us actually doing it, which will be the road of a lunatic. So, of course, usually our day-to-day life is the life of a lunatic.
We actually have one show coming up soon.
Right before the baby gets here.
Yeah, right before the baby.
It was
2 weeks before the baby gets.
Yeah, so I was cutting it pretty close, but you got to get that one last one in before you have to take a break, which will not stop us from training, which will not stop us from going on the road. But it's gonna be far and in between until the baby starts to get a little older. But the road of a lunatic will kind of mix in with the life of a lunatic.
What are your top 5 classic wrestlers?
Oh, so right off the bat, Eddie Guerrero, which is a main influence on why I started wrestling.
Stone Cold.
That's yours. That's not mine.
I like Stone Cold.
Okay, so she's got Stone Cold. I got Eddie. So what is your top 5?
I'd say Stone Cold, Undertaker, Roddy Piper.
Of course.
Let's see, Shawn Michaels. I always love Shawn Michaels. Generation X.
That's a whole bunch of wrestlers.
I know, but it's like
you're doing a group now.
Okay, well I'll say Triple H then because he's the leader of them. So
see, and mine, I mean, if we're going classic wrestlers, so I guess wrestlers that influenced me to wrestle, of course, Eddie Guerrero. I mean, that was a huge one. I mean, Dusty Rhodes. That was a huge influence. Man, I wanted to cut promos like Dusty.
Rey Mysterio.
I don't think Rey was part of why I wanted to start wrestling.
I mean, because when you did all the high flying.
What do you mean when I did all that? I'd still high fly.
I mean, you still do, yeah, but I mean, back then you did it a lot more than you do.
That was more flashiness, though. It wasn't based on anybody.
I love his flips.
So Eddie, Dusty Rhodes. I mean, of course, Jimmy Fly Snuka. I mean, just him standing on the ropes doing his thing. It was amazing to watch. I want to say classy Freddie Blassie was great. But of course, one of my main things that I wanted to be like, and that's where a lot of the darkness of my character came from, was Sting. I mean, everyone says Undertaker.
Oh, I love Sting.
Undertaker was a thing. Yes.
When he would drop from the
rafters.
Yes.
And I think that's where I loosely based a lot of my stuff. Face paint, generally. I wanted people to understand, who I was as a person, not just the face. So, I mean, that was a great expressionless type thing to do is, no one knew what I looked like. It was just, my face was always covered. So how many siblings do you have? It's a tough question to answer. I mean, of course, I have John, Nick, Shy. Everyone knows that. I have Clemente, Daniela. I believe on my dad's side there's some more siblings that I might have. Don't really keep up on that side. Other than Clemente and Daniela, but on my mom's side, of course, my mom and my father, my father has some sons that we talk to as well. So, I mean, it varies. So I know I have 5 for sure. But of course, on my mom and dad's side, I do have 3 more brothers over there. Because once they got married, we had already considered them family. So we could say at least 8.
Yeah.
It might be more on my dad's side. Not 100% sure on that. Ooh, that might be something we could do in another video, is our family trees, try and figure out everybody.
Yes. And for me, I have altogether 5 siblings.
Oh.
I have 2 on my mom's side, my brother and a sister. And then on my dad's, I have 2 sisters and a brother. So I'm the oldest out of all of them. So
Love it. Alrighty. Was that the only questions? Right there. How many siblings do you have? For that, it was my brother. There's Nick and Serena, of course. So she asked about the food that we ate earlier. That looks hella good. Are those radishes?
Yes, they were radishes.
I have no idea what they were. I still ate them though.
They're really good, actually. The only other time that I've ever ate radishes was with pozole, and it's really good with that. So, but yeah, those tacos are amazing.
I like it. So that is all the questions. So of course now we're gonna go ahead and get to the drawing, which I'm super excited about. So just a small heads up, guys. Remember, like I said, we aren't always going to let y'all know through Facebook that we're gonna do giveaways.
Follow our YouTube channel, because that's the only way you'll be able to win prizes.
So we are being really tricky with that one, just to make sure that you are following with us. We might just randomly decide during a video, like, hey, during this video, we're going to go ahead and give away something for this. And like I said, when we do our prizes, we try and go all out. We always want to make it fun. We always want to do big things just to give back to everybody. So in the next few videos, we might drop hints on what we're going to be doing next. I could let y'all know it's going to be a gift card to a restaurant.
Yes. Olive Garden is included. So.
Yes. So I think we have... the thing, it's like Olive Garden, Cheddar's. For people that are in San Angelo, it has, of course, a lot of stuff from here. People that don't necessarily live here in San Angelo, you still got like things.
It's a major restaurant, so they're all over. So
Alrighty. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the drawing. So remember, folks, it does not always tell us your names when you subscribe. So that's why we do ask y'all to comment that you have subscribed. Of course, if we see 20 subscribers and then we have 40 people saying they subscribed, we know not everybody is doing it, so that's why we try and keep up with it. Of course, on the computer, it lets us know, but for some of y'all that do have it on private, we can't see that y'all subscribed, so we really rely on you letting us know.
Comments, yes.
Yes, so that's why we ask, to let us know that you subscribe. So in videos, if we say, let us know you subscribe, it's because we cannot see you. There's like maybe 3 out of the 20 that we have right now, which... we are going to build on.
And of course, y'all's YouTube name doesn't always have your name on there, so just let us know.
So if we do pick your name on some of these that have a different name, we will ask you, to get in contact with us, so that way, if you did win, we can make sure we get your stuff out to you. Because we want everybody to be able to claim the prizes. If you won, we definitely want to get it to you. So of course, my favorite, we do have my son's hat. So we did it from his hat this time. Kind of give us some luck. So I'm going to let Julia pick out a name from in here. Hold on, I'm going to mix them all up.
Oh my goodness.
Alrighty, folks, and here we go. Alrighty. And the person that won the 2 free movie tickets is... Tina Hidalgo. So Tina, you won some movie tickets. So of course it's not gonna be that hard to get a hold of you, considering we know you live here in town. You have been real good about following with us and helping out a lot. So of course, guys, like we said, definitely follow, subscribe, get your friends in on here. Not yet, maybe, because I'm not gonna lie to you, one of our things is giving away a big prize for people who get people to subscribe. So if you want to wait on that, it's not a bad thing. But of course, the more people play, the more fun it starts to get. Definitely going to start doing some prizes for getting people to subscribe. We're trying to build the channel as much as possible. Soon we are going to start giving back to the community, doing a lot of things for the homeless. So the more people that we have subscribed will definitely help us out with that mission. And I think that's pretty much it for now. So we're gonna get definitely some more animal videos up. The reason we don't is because we do love them a lot, so we try to keep our kids and animals a little separate.
And also, if there's anything in general that you would like us to talk about or to show more of, just let us know.
Yeah, so definitely keep in the comments. Just keep dropping ideas. Like I said, we're gonna have a lot of content coming soon. As soon as we get our computers back up and running, it's gonna get really crazy and really fun, guys. So once again, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.